13 beloved The Goonies actors who tragically pass away. They were the heart of our childhoods, the faces of a generation, and now they're gone. From tear-jerking goodbyes to tragic endings that no one saw coming, these 13 beloved actors from The Goonies have passed away, and each left behind a legacy that still echoes today. This is the untold story of those stars, the roles they played, and the silent battles they faced long after the cameras stopped rolling. When The Goonies hit theaters in 1985, it became more than just a movie. It was a cultural phenomenon, a coming-of-age story for the ages. But behind the scenes, the fate of some cast members took heartbreaking turns. Let's begin with one of the most unforgettable faces behind the scenes. 1. John Matuzak, Sloth. "Hey, you guys." That line still rings in our ears. The iconic Sloth, played by former NFL star John Matuzak. But behind the makeup was a man battling demons. Matuzak struggled with substance abuse throughout his life. He was trying to rebuild a Hollywood career after leaving football. But fame wasn't enough to silence the pain. In 1989, just 4 years after the film's release, Matuzak died from heart failure linked to an accidental overdose. He was only 38 years old. 2. And Ramsey Mama Fratelli. And Ramsey gave us chills as the ruthless Mama Fratelli. Her raspy voice was unforgettable, but it came from a battle with throat cancer that required part of her jaw to be removed. Despite her health struggles, she gave powerful performances, including in Throw Mama from the Train, which earned her an Oscar nomination. She passed away in 1988, 3 years after The Goonies, at the age of 59. 3. Lupe Ontiveros, Rosalita. Rosalita, the loyal housekeeper who accidentally helped save The Goonies, was played by Lupe Ontiveros. She brought warmth and authenticity to the screen. Beyond The Goonies, she was a trailblazer for Latina actresses, appearing in Selena and Real Women Have Curves. Lupe died in 2012 after a battle with liver cancer. She was 69. For Mary Ellen Trainor, Mrs. Walsh. She played Mikey and Bran's loving mother, a calming force amidst the chaos. Mary Ellen Trainor was a familiar face in the 80s and 90s, starring in Lethal Weapon, Die Hard 2, and Forrest Gump. She passed away in 2015 from complications related to pancreatic cancer. She was 62. 5. Keith Walker, Mr. Walsh/co-writer. Keith Walker had a small but important role as Mr. Walsh, the boy's father. More importantly, he was one of the minds behind the story, having co-written parts of the original screenplay. He passed away in 1996. His contribution helped shape one of the most beloved adventure movies of all time. 6. Richard Donner, director. Though not an actor, Richard Donner was a visionary who made The Goonies a reality. He had already directed hits like Superman and The Omen, but The Goonies held a special place in his heart. He passed away in 2021 at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy of cinematic magic. The cast, many of whom kept in touch with him for decades, mourned him as a father figure and mentor. 7. Joe Pantoliano rumors. Joe Pantoliano, who played Francis Fratelli, has been the subject of death rumors over the years. But as of now, he is alive and continues to act and speak publicly, often addressing mental health awareness. 8. Kurt Hansen, museum curator. Though a minor role, Kurt Hansen played the museum curator in the opening scene. A character actor known for his work in practice. And catch me if you can, Hansen passed away in 2016 at the age of 73. 9. George Robotham, prison guard. George Robotham had a brief role as the prison guard during Jake Fratelli's escape, a seasoned stuntman and actor who worked in classics like Ben-Hur. He passed away in 2007. 10. Ted Grossman, FBI agent. Grossman appeared briefly as one of the FBI agents, though not a major character. He had a long and storied career in film and television. He passed away in 2021. 11. Dick Donner's crew members. Several behind-the-scenes members, assistant directors, set designers, even the musical coordinators who contributed to the Goonies' magic have also sadly passed on. Their names may not be known to the public, but their fingerprints are all over the adventure. 12. Jan Rabson, voice actor, uncredited. Known for his uncredited background voice work in many 80s films, Jan Rabson had minor contributions to several films, including the Goonies. He passed away in 2022. 13. Michael Paul Chan, unconfirmed role. Often mistaken as part of the Goonies cast due to a deleted scene, Michael Paul Chan's rumored involvement has long been debated. While he went on to have a prolific career, he passed away in recent years, though official reports vary on the exact date. The Goonies wasn't just a film. It was a moment in time. And the loss of these actors reminds us that no story, no matter how magical, escapes the real-life endings we all must face. Their deaths were not in vain. They've inspired tributes, fan art, remakes, and emotional posts across social media that prove one thing: Goonies never die, even if the people behind them do. Some of the original cast members, like Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, and Corey Feldman, are still alive and active, each honoring the legacy in their own way. Feldman especially has spoken out about the darker side of child stardom, raising awareness and pushing for reform in the industry. If you were touched by any of these stories, don't forget to share this video and leave a comment with your favorite Goonies memory. We'll be honoring each of them in future episodes. Subscribe for more real-life stories behind your favorite films. Until next time, never say die.